Ladies and gentlemen, season 2, episode 3. It's Top Bins. We're back. Busy week, busy weekend. Just do the intros. I go by Fully, aka the man goes the host with the most. I had a good weekend. High five. Gave Leeds a ringer. Um, Job done. Got my main man Kyle Killer Lightborn with us, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. High five for
That's
you.
a boy. High five, lady. And Mr. Parlay pays me. Didn't have the best weekend again.
No, it's 2 weeks in, 180 minutes of football. Haven't seen my team score goals, so yeah, could be better, but it's all right.
Well,
Good performance again, solid performance.
38 games left to go.
36,
36, sorry.
but that's all right.
I've been thinking about the championship for the last few days.
They play 44.
Yeah.
That's a lot of football. How was that?
It's tough when you're
Crazy.
That's why they call it the hardest league to
Yeah.
get out of.
Was it Tuesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Sunday?
sometimes.
That's insane. Week after week.
And the players get less rest now.
Yeah.
Definitely
Mm.
less rest.
But the reason I've been thinking about the championship is because on the weekend, Luton Town played Cardiff City.
Mm.
Nikki Wells versus Nathan Trott. Nikki just coming back from an injury. He's been out for a bit, couple games. Nathan Trott just moved back to England. He was in Copenhagen last year,
Is that Carter?
and now he's at Cardiff. Well, I say England, the UK. He's
Yeah.
in Wales. Nathan Trott put on an absolute
Yeah.
stellar.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, I encourage you. We put it on Top Men's Instagram. I'll put it on there again for everybody. Nathan Trott put on an absolute stellar performance. He made 7 saves.
The BBC raved about it.
Goalkeeper of the week, goalkeeping performance of the week. Lighty, we've asked this question. I don't know if we've asked it on air, but we've asked this question in conversation off air. Nathan Trott ever play for Bermuda?
He should. I don't see why not. That's just on to personal for him not playing. Maybe he would change his stance. I mean, we need that competition.
Yeah, I think early in his career when I think he was getting England under 19 looks, I totally understand it. I'm still young as a goalkeeper, but I would say now if you look at the England goalkeeping picture, Pickford has probably solidified himself. No one's taking the gloves off him, probably rightfully so. I would love to see Nathan in the pink and blue.
I would absolutely. Like, no disrespect to Dale Eve.
No, of course not. Been a great servant for me.
And no disrespect to Nathan for his personal choices
Of course,
all
of
these
course not.
years. Because it did look at one point when he was at West Ham that he may work his way into the England.
For sure, he was in the 19s. Was he in the team? I know he didn't play. Was he in the team that won the Euros or World Cup? I think he might have been.
Yeah,
the
no,
third keeper or something.
Under 20 or under 18.
Yeah, because the England youth teams have won a lot of tournaments recently.
Yeah, they have.
But yeah, hopefully pink and blue.
But anyway, what a performance. Shout out to Nathan Trott. Love to see that. But shout out to Naki as well. It was good to see him back playing football. I had 2 chances that he
looked sharp too.
He even said he probably would have done better with it or should have done better with. But we look forward to seeing Naki, who is coming home to play for Bermuda next Friday night under the lights, National Stadium. We just had Off Level in here talking about the Ultra Fan Zone. Tickets are still available, folks. So if you haven't got yours, you haven't got your jersey, make sure you get it. We're going to start right there as well. We're going to move into this. Bermuda versus Jamaica. First game, World Cup qualifier, final round. Lighty, what's it like preparing for World Cup qualifiers? I mean, you made it to a Gold Cup. We've never been to a World Cup. But what's the vibe as a coach preparing for such big games against Jamaica, Curacao?
Never got a chance to really do that. The big opportunity that I had was old COVID, building up for Canada.
Right.
It was just a disaster from the COVID side of it. We had many players failing, getting COVID, had long-term, like at that time, Zico had long-term COVID for, I don't know, 40-something days. It was a couple players like that, just disrupted every single thing that we were trying to do. So, and but it's exciting for Bermuda to be in this position.
For sure.
You know, opportunity for us as a small nation to, don't be afraid and go out there, give it all. We got to think of it as it is a league, so we have to be careful that we don't throw it away in one game.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think that's a great point. It's not a one-off game. It is a league. So, late holding on, some grit, making the right decisions, clearing the ball when need to. It is going to be what, 6 games, 8 games?
6.
6 games. So it's not a one-off playoff, right? You do actually get to live and fight another day.
Yeah, and that goes to the decision that Dale made, being out of his goal. We were talking on the bench, and then when I looked up, Dale was up the field. Panama scored the 4th goal to make it 4-1 on the night, and we ran out of League A by goal difference.
Mhm.
That's the difference right there.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's one game. It's not like a one-off game.
No, it's not. It's not.
So you have to be careful how you play this one.
Home and away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Home and away. Jamaica's the much fancied team. But we know how to fight against these big teams.
Yeah.
Make it difficult for them.
Absolutely. And we've been to Gold Cups. They got rumors. They can call on the likes of Macau Antonio, Damari Gray,
Mason Greenwood,
Mason
apparently.
Greenwood. We'll see.
Leon Bailey.
Leon Bailey, Isaac Hayden. But
Rico Henry. Yeah.
we've got Nakeem Wells. We've
Exactly.
got Lejon Simmons. We've got Dale Eve. We've got Ken Critchlow, Jair Parfit Williams.
Yeah, we got a team that's settled, that's been, performing at a decent level for it. So why not? Why not?
I would say, yeah, with this team, we do have a team that, and maybe not, I don't think they're probably as talented as Kyle's team. There's no disrespect, but we do have a team that's kind of come together through some adversity and actually got there. They got a result in Dominican Republic when they needed it. So, yeah, to that, they have kind of scrapped their way into this. So, should be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we at Top Fans are 100% behind Bermuda's national team. Hopefully next week we can get some players on board to come talk to you guys, get the feeling in the camp. But just a reminder, next Friday night, that is September the 5th, National Stadium. You don't have to join the fan zone, the ultra fan zone, but if you'd like, especially if you're not a diehard football fan, but you want to experience, some Bermudian camaraderie, I would encourage you to get out. If not, tickets are available for the grandstand and also the east stand outside the off level. We are expecting a large contingent of foreign fans, away fans. There is a massive Jamaican population in Bermuda. Shout out to them. We wish them all the best, just not on this night. We'd like to see our boys win. Moving into Premier League action. It all kicked off Friday night. Jordan?
I have to say, it was this was a great weekend of Premier League football. We had it all. We had goals, injuries, controversy, red cards. Started Friday, as we know, with a banger. Some people say goalkeeping mistake. I think it's a bit of both. But Lucas Paqueta gets a start, and Graham Potter must have thought, "Yep, boys, here we go. This is what we need." And my word, what happened, Kyle?
And then
It was the Chelsea show. The Chelsea show for sure. West Ham, yeah, they were way off the pace at the end of the game. Goalkeeping mistakes, player mistakes, schoolboy errors from the first goal that Chelsea scored is the flick.
Oh man, yeah.
I mean, I know it's a corner, it's a set piece, but
you're West Ham. You think you'd be organized for that? Yeah.
The man on the front post to win that header. Cucurella, shortest guy, one of the shortest guys, wins the flick on, and it's a goal.
Nice first goal for João Pedro. You love those easy ones. I want to ask you this because we talk about football cliches. As a player and a coach, can you score too early? As a player first, do you think Paqueta scored in the 6th minute? Is there really such a thing, or is that just?
Sometimes it can be you score too early and the intensity sort of goes out of it.
And it seemed like that shocked everybody. Like, wow, Paqueta's like, don't shoot, and you're like, oh, like.
And by the way, I think that's a goalkeeper. It's a great strike.
Great
Don't
strike,
get-
yeah. No, keeper should get a hand to
The
it.
keeper should do better. And I think this is where the Chelsea supporters
Mhm.
go on and say that their goalkeeper's not good.
He's on the microscope. Robert
Let's
Sanchez.
put it like this.
Yeah.
If that's Raya that lets that go in,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be disappointed.
Well,
I'm gonna be
speaking of
disappointed.
being disappointed with your goalkeeper, if you're a West Ham fan and you see this player Hermanson
I've said
play
this.
again, I'm sorry. After the Sunderland third goal, where he looked to palm it off the short hop away and completely missed it, every team in the league,
Mhm.
not just Arsenal, every team in the league will now be saying corners on top of him, and we will score. If we get 5 corners, we'll score 1
Yeah.
because he made an absolute. I don't even know how to say it. It
Yeah.
was a circus.
Yeah, yeah.
He came to collect one and dropped it, go. He came to punch one, completely missed it, go. The ones that didn't even go in,
Confidence right now
Yeah,
for him.
I don't
is
even
shot.
think it's
It's shot.
confidence, mate. He's just horrible.
You know, even West Ham today, they changed the goalkeeper and the backup goalkeeper that was who was the first choice
Barry
goalkeeper
Hill.
last year. He looked rusty.
Yeah.
He's not good either.
I must say, you know who
He has his old days. but he could
sometimes he be really
outstanding.
good, the
Yeah.
Areola. You know who they could go get? It's Nathan Trott. I mean, yeah. Sometimes to go forward, you got to go backwards. Bring him back. But yeah, Chelsea run out 5-1 winners. Who else would the goals score? Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, and Chalobah. I mean, look at this. 34, 54, 58. That's a terrible 20 minutes.
Caicedo and Chalobah's goals are down to their flag.
Yeah, but I
Okay,
mean,
no disrespect to
No, I
them,
get you.
they got
Fair
the goal in the net, but they both came from assists from the goalkeeper.
but as a manager, on your managing side now, that 20 minutes, those are just minefields.
Yeah,
Those blow things up.
I mean, I'm sure West Ham work on defensive
Yeah.
corners and stuff, but it just looks like they're at 6s and 7s when it comes to
9s
defending.
and 10s.
Or not, whatever you want to call it, they're all over the place.
All over the shop.
How many? This is game 2, game week 3, international break. How many games Graham Potter gets?
If Potter gets spanked this weekend, he gets fired over the.
Yeah,
the
I think if they get hammered this weekend,
Yeah.
he's on the brink.
And
But what do West Ham want?
I know. I was actually.
That we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
What do they really
I
want?
know.
I right now, they need that Earl mentality. Like we should be the team doing the set pieces. We should be, they want to play this pretty football. You could play pretty football, let in stupid goals like how you've been letting in.
I'll tell you what, to wrap this up, we talking about where they go. I was talking to Colin Rugg today, right? Big Celtic fan. They lost with penalties to a team from Kazakhstan.
did they?
Yes, they lost. So the first time ever a team from Kazakhstan will be in the Champions League. You do not want to go away there. That is a long away day.
Arsenal's first game.
But check this. Say Graham Potter gets sacked. Big Ange is available. Nuno could possibly walk from Forest. Or now Brendan Rodgers without Champions League. Would he take a West Ham job? I know we're just stirring the pot, but it's quite interesting.
Real quick. Nuno won't walk from Forest. He'll be sharing the door.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
him and the owner hate each other.
Hate each other, yeah.
Brendan Rodgers said this weekend that he will not be leaving Celtic because when he tried to do that before, his house was broken into. His wife and kids were threatened.
Mm.
So I don't see, allegedly.
Did he say that before he lost to the team from Kazakhstan or
Yeah.
not?
So I don't know if he's leaving
Yeah.
Celtic quite enough to leave after they don't make Champions League.
Yeah.
His house will be blown up. But I don't know. Hey, the other thing I could see, and like you said, we'll wrap up West Ham.
Mhm.
Jared Bowen saying, "Get me out of here."
Oh, that too.
Jared Bowen is better than West Ham.
Yeah, he is.
I mean,
He's a quality player, but he needs to stick around.
he's the captain, and I'm sure he will. But
It's late in the day. West Ham haven't really done that much business.
Haven't done any business.
They-
I
I,
the goalkeeper. been the other team's best player.
And they look unfit. I mean, you see Wan-Bissaka, who defensively hangs his head. I'm not trying to pile on Wan-Bissaka because he's been piled on. But I mean, he looks well below the level. But we'll see. 5-1 Chelsea. Thank you very much.
When you're losing, you can highlight every single
Yeah,
mistake. And
exactly.
Well, let's highlight this, lady. Last week we had a conversation. Our city being overlooked for the title. Now, City lose to Spurs for fun.
They do.
City fans will tell you it
Not-
doesn't matter.
Not just that. Spurs earn Manchester. And I'm saying it on this show. That is 8. No, that is 7 wins in a row now for Spurs versus Manchester teams. That's insane.
yeah,
7?
it's unheard of.
Spurs
No matter way.
here on Saturday, spanked them 2-0. Could have been a better game. Holland missed a header,
Yeah.
but Spurs.
Spurs had some 4v3s and
I tell
3v2s.
you, City started the game pretty
They
good.
did. They did.
They started pretty good, and their big players that they brought in didn't really
No.
take over the game.
Yeah.
You know, Spurs scored at the right time,
Mhm.
hit them on the break. I mean, quality finish from
Brandon Johnson.
Brandon
yeah,
Johnson.
Brandon Johnson, and the lad up front, Richarlison ran his socks off.
He gave
He
Stones
was
and
a
Diaz
nuisance.
headaches. Yeah, he did.
Fair play to Spurs, for getting that result. I'm happy that Spurs beat them because I think Man City is one of them teams that can go
Mhm.
the distance
Yeah.
without losing games. I know they had a rocky last season, but they have the potential to put 12 wins in a row.
They used to
And-
do it for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they still have that potential to do it, so whereas
One thing I noticed, you mentioned the big players,
Yeah, the new ones.
the new boys.
Mhm.
Once the physicality kicked
I
in,
was just saying that. It was new to them.
everybody was singing their praises against Wolves.
Wolves, yeah.
Wolves, who will probably be playing Nathan Trott and Nicky Wells next year.
Well, they're the League One, but
Hopefully,
still.
yeah, but they're up to the championship, and Wolves will be in it.
Yeah.
The physicality
Mhm.
kicked in,
Yes.
and I don't think they appreciated it. I don't think they were ready for it,
Yeah.
and that's not enough.
No.
They're all new to the league.
But it's a
I
new
think
league. Turkey.
Spurs' midfield.
Oh.
They didn't give them a minute.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
And the manager had it spot
Spot
on
on.
with Saw, who
Yes.
just got that engine to
Mhm.
just close people down.
Mhm.
His game was just about nicking the ball from people. That's what his game's about, nicking the ball from people.
You're 100% right. I mean, I thought it was so interesting. You've sang Thomas Frank's praises since the show started. He drops Bergvall, not drops. He goes, instead of playing Bergvall, who was brilliant versus who they have, Burnley at home.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Burnley at home. And he plays Sarr as a 10, but like you said, just to go and hunt and press. And that Sarr, what's his name? Bentoncourt and Paulinho.
Yeah.
Oh, they were like crazed dogs in there. Every time Chucky got it, every time Reinders got it, bang, bang. Romero stepping up, pressing. It was a great performance from Spurs. And what I like about Thomas Frank, Spurs have this thing sometimes where even when Mourinho was there, when Conte was there, the fans are like, we're Spurs. Almost a little bit like West Ham, not being disrespectful to Spurs. They play this way. Though Tottenham have usually played some nice football. Because Spurs have won a trophy now, and Thomas Frank is saying, I play multiple ways, which we've seen already. PSG, Burnley, Man City. The Spurs fans are willing to accept kind of playing anyway now. And you're getting that from Thomas Frank. Like he's set them up so well now in 3 straight games.
His street smart.
Yeah.
And it's not stubborn.
No, he's not. He'll change the whole thing. They just ran and pressed. We all watched Match of the Day. Alan Shearer highlight. They just outworked City.
Well, they picked up their customary 3 points. The only time they lost to City is when if they'd have beat them, we'd have won the league. That's why I have absolutely no love.
he has not let that go, if you were
But,
wondering.
No.
Yeah.
We lost to.
We got to do it ourselves.
We gotta do it ourselves. But that's their last loss in Manchester was they lost to City when they could have won the league, when we could have won the league.
Yeah.
So
And it's funny, it seems, speaking about this weekend injuries, so we had Cole Palmer going out Friday night. Saturday, first game, you have Ike Nori, who's a big part of what Pep wants to do. Fullback play is huge for Pep. He's out. He goes out in the 30th minute. And we'll see throughout the weekend, injuries were a massive part of this weekend. We do have an international break coming, irritatingly, but I guess not because Bermuda play. But so if you're going to have an injury, now's the time. But this weekend, there was some massive injuries.
Yeah, the only good thing about this international break is that Bermuda play at home.
Yeah.
I hate them. 3 weeks into the season, everybody jets off across the world. But like you said, those of us that suffered injuries. The 11 o'clock game, 2-1 Nils.
Yeah.
Whatever. It was good to see Brentford, man.
A little worried about Villa. Is it Emery? You both of you've had Emery. Not trying to, your boy Titterton. We're not trying to be doom and gloom. Emery does have this little bit of what? Players get tired of him. He is kind of a, stern, gives a lot of instruction.
I just think Villa peaked.
Yeah.
As a team.
Mhm.
And they haven't refreshed because they haven't been able to.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to take them a few games to get going.
Get going, yeah.
I don't know how many people they're losing to the international break, but I just think Villa, they have a little letdown because they didn't make
Especially last game of the
Champions League.
season, yeah.
how they missed out. So it's probably just a little low.
Oh, yeah.
As long as they don't sell anybody else,
Yeah.
I think they'll figure it out.
Sure.
They'll be in that sort of 5th to 9th
Yeah.
shout if they have an injury-free season. But
Sure.
Brentford won.
Big win for Brentford.
Good for Brentford. They're
Good for the new manager.
New manager, yeah.
and they're good at home.
They are.
They don't lose a lot of games.
They are.
So good for Brentford. Debutants scored for them up
Mhm.
top. The other game was Wolves lost to
Bournemouth.
Good for Bournemouth, another
Yeah.
team that's tough at home. And then the big 6-pointer, the relegation
Early,
6-pointer,
yeah.
early relegation 6-pointer. And Burnley showed that they were a bit better than Sunderland.
Sunderland, yeah. 2-0. I needed Granit Xhaka to get booked for $1,600. And he did not get booked.
He
It
let you
just
down?
let me down. He actually hasn't had a card yet. So I'm thinking this weekend I'm all in on Granit Xhaka getting booked, but just needed a card for $1,600.
I'm thinking it's
So
all
annoying.
our fault
So annoying.
because we said he'd be getting booked.
I thought he would, but he's actually playing a little higher. He actually played quite well.
That's where he plays for.
Yeah.
Sunderland.
Like people, you could just tell anytime not that I invested that much time into this game, but I was watching for the card, everyone, if you want.
Absolutely.
Anytime Sunderland got in trouble, you just find Xhaka, find his space, give me the ball, and like he sprays it. Like they're like, just pass that ball to that guy right there.
And that'll do him well.
No,
throughout the
exactly,
season.
exactly.
Over the course of the season. that'll-
They know they stay up.
Yeah.
They have a good home
They're,
record.
they're in for a fight, yeah.
The late kickoff started out a bit underwhelming. I'm gonna say something.
Let me
Okay, go ahead.
let me ask you two a question. What did you think on that first or like honestly, the first Gjorka's chance where he's like 8 yards out and it's a bad miss? What were your thoughts?
Oh, when we were pressing,
Yeah, and
he
he
slipped.
No, I don't
He-
think he slipped.
he
He
didn't-
just didn't get his bearings.
Yeah.
It was a bad miss.
He thought somebody was there.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy with it.
No, of course, but I know I saw after some Arsenal fans
It-
on Twitter.
This
They were
is for me.
Yeah.
It shows that he's not a natural ball player.
Yeah.
That summed him up
A little bit, yeah.
to me.
Mhm.
You know.
It was a
He-
really,
he's-
really
he's-
poor.
Yeah.
It happens. I mean, Sesko hasn't scored yet, but that moment to me was like, wow, here you go. You've got this absolute gift. And it was fluffed. But he recovers.
I
He'll get there.
think it summed up the team at the time because they came out, they wanted to
Mhm.
run and play, but you could tell that they were playing very nervous.
They were a bit.
There was something wrong with the
Arsenal
team.
weren't
They were
great, I
trying,
thought. Yeah.
but it wasn't working.
Yeah.
And this is
The
when
goal came when we least expected
Expected,
it.
of course. Another
I would say that. I was like, oh, it's a goal. That was like for me. I know it was a corner, but
set
it was
piece
like,
FC.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Who
gonna
was
say
it, Fabio?
something that's gonna
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
piss off a lot of Arsenal fans. When our captain went off, the football got way better. Way better. Ethan Nwaneri was playing forward.
Yeah.
Martin Odegaard, side to side, a lot of too many touches. I don't know what's going on with him right now,
He
but
does like to dress up the
he
ball.
takes too many touches on the ball. He slows everything down. And Warrior was 1-2 touch and moving forward. Almost everything he did was positive. He was going up the field, and the football got better. I'm not gonna say that it was amazing,
Yeah.
whatever, but the football we played was better once he got on the field. Now,
Mhm.
One thing I'm gonna say with Arsenal right now, we're in a position that people should play on merit
I agree.
now because our squad is topped up
It is.
in the midfield and forward area. It's top.
It is. I mean,
It's if you're not performing, that goes for Saka, that goes for Martinelli, who he left out,
Didn't play.
didn't play
yeah.
on the day. So it's got to be the same for Saka. It's got to be the same. It's got to be the same for every single player.
It's the first time in a very, very long, probably going back to the height of Wenger when they had Bergkamp and Lundberg. Arsenal, the depth is there. It is, yeah, you have to play on merit. And not only that, it's just like they are loaded. Like no one's an no one's guaranteed a place anymore.
No one should be.
No one should be guaranteed a
Like,
place.
imagine
There is a lot of depth.
me as an Arsenal fan, right?
Yeah.
Come in and say, "Hey, you know what? Saka's on the bench today. He didn't perform last week."
Yeah.
And someone else is starting.
Chomping at the bit.
Yeah,
You think he
and
would be,
and that person has to perform.
has to perform, yeah.
Well,
It's the first time in a long time Arsenal have that.
you don't have to worry about playing on performance because Saka's out for a month.
And yeah,
Yeah, he is out for a month, and
Exactly.
our squad is
Right.
should be able to handle that. Even
Yeah.
though we're going to Anfield, our squad should
Yeah.
be able to digest that a little better than we did last year.
And Jokeres turned. He scored an open
Scored
play,
a
which
good-
was
a good
you,
goal
You
too.
could see that sort of lifted
that's-
Definitely.
lifted his spirit.
Yeah.
You know, you could see the
That's
pressure.
the type of player he is.
He
If
is.
you let him run,
Yeah.
he would let that, and that's what Arteta was talking about.
Mhm.
If you leave him 1-on-1, he would destroy you.
Yeah.
And I think some of the press in the UK took it the wrong way. Meaning, if he has a 1-on-1 chance, that he's not going to miss.
Yeah, if he's
He
defended,
will
on
miss
time.
a 1-on-1 chance here and there. But if you leave him, and
Isolate,
yeah,
he gets
the
the isolated defender. Yeah.
exactly what he
I knew what
does.
Arteta. People love clickbait, but I knew exactly what Arteta meant. And if anyone hasn't seen Match of the Day and you want to hear the insight, Alan Shearer talking about the Arsenal in the first half. We talk about Arteta, and Arteta's a good coach. He gets a lot of flack. Arsenal in the first half was 3 opportunities where Arsenal have that crossing position on the corner of the bar. I think we all have seen it. Saka has it, but Saka likes to drive in and get a shot, which he's good at. Odegaard has it and decides to dress up the ball and play backwards. And then Madueke has one. He comes in at halftime. York's first ball on the half turn to a midfielder is in behind, and he does what he does. And he's just saying, we think there's things a chance. They're not. There's analysts out there, there's cameras. And Alan Shearer spoke really well about this is how Arsenal, it's going to take some time for Arsenal to bet in Georgas, but there's some clever footballers there. They'll do it. It's got to be a little bit of sacrifice, though, from Saka, from Odegaard. The ball's just sometimes got to go in the box.
Yeah. And let him do what he
And let him do what he does. Yeah.
And we have to learn that because we haven't had anybody that.
For a long time.
I mean, the last time I remember us like
Pure target, man.
intentionally playing against Chelsea when we spanked them. Remember, Odegaard bent one run, Havertz ran in, he scored. Like those type of runs, they're very few and far between
Yeah.
at Arsenal. This guy's going to do it. Then we brought on the kid, Doman.
Diveman?
Doman.
He got fouled.
Man, just,
The Leeds player.
yeah, he gets stepped on. Yeah.
He stepped on his
He gets
toes.
stepped on.
He did step on his toes.
And Jokeres is just standing there like, just give me the ball.
Oh, yeah.
I don't-
I really like that. I love that.
Teams doing this thing where whoever's taking the penalty doesn't hold the ball.
Gets defended. It's just like
Takes the pressure off.
utter woke nonsense. One of those new things in football that drive me crazy.
It doesn't.
It messes with the goalkeeper as well.
It might actually, especially you say that because they do have the water bottles. So you're right. It maybe it's that funny.
Sure. But one thing I wanted to speak about last week, we were talking about, and I was not thrilled with Odegaard's performance at Old Trafford. And I told you guys, if Arsenal ever buy a number 10 who can come in and push him, and later you said that sometimes that's what players need, is somebody behind them that can say, I'll take your spot. We have Enwari, who's 18, 17, 18, so he's not going to be the full time. But Arsenal went out this week and decided, yeah, all right, cool. We got somebody that can come in and play the 10.
Mm.
Eze is back.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Tottenham fans. I told one of them 2 weeks ago who was all in my ear, we're getting Eze, doesn't want to go to Arsenal. I said, Eze goes to Arsenal if Arsenal want Eze.
Yeah.
If they don't,
To go to Spurs.
he'll go to Spurs.
So this is still a step up from Palace.
You
yeah.
are you're a second choice. But they all thought they had him. No. Odegaard injured. Say he's not too bad.
They say Eze off the left, though.
They say Eze off
But is
the
that
left,
with Odegaard? Yeah.
but Odegaard's
Already
not
in
there.
process.
Saka's hurt, so you probably won't see it this week with Eze in the middle because Madueke is going to have to play on the right. But Eze is there.
Mhm.
Now, this is one signing that I can honestly say has unified the Arsenal fans.
Yeah, it is.
It's one of those signings.
Mhm.
He's not the greatest in the world, but it's unified the fan base. And I'll be looking forward to
I can tell you if he's got 2 months, he could be absolutely rotten for us.
Yeah.
And the fans would still.
Yeah.
This is not a Madueke sign.
No, it's not.
Like where people, I don't know why we're signing him. He could have a stinker,
Mhm.
and he's not going to get blamed
Yeah.
for it.
And for a lot of people who don't know Eze's story, it's actually a super unique but not uncommon one. At Arsenal, boyhood Arsenal fan, at the Arsenal Academy, at a certain age, academies sometimes they don't see that player being the level Eze end up getting to.
13, yeah.
He goes, I think he drops out of football. Apparently worked at a Tesco.
Good stock and shelves.
Tesco stock and shelves playing 7-a-side, which a lot of South London boys do. Not even South London boys do. Gets back into football. Knockers has many a time said he's the best player he's ever played with at QPR. Said he was an unbelievable talent. Lights it up at QPR. Takes Palace to heights he's never seen and gets to go back to his boyhood club. It's like a storybook, really, of a London football. He never.
It's just about decisions,
It's-
isn't it?
yeah.
People making decisions about you, and at the time,
Of course.
who do they get rid of? Who do they keep?
He might have been a bit small. He might have not has been athletic at 12 or 11 years old. You mean you've been in pro football, so you know. But it's a lovely story for people that don't know. But like you said, to Kyle's point, he will be backed no matter what.
The story ends with Eze lifting the Champions League.
I'll tell you what, as a winner at Anfield would be
Eze likes Anfield.
injected to me.
Eze likes Anfield.
No, but I think he's gonna be box office for Arsenal because he is different.
He is.
What his can give Arsenal is that, and not only that, it's funny. It's a player that is a bit what Mikel doesn't like, but what he loves because Eze can drop deep and be really good in possession and responsible. But he could do some magic going through the lines. It's an unbelievable signing.
Last year, I said, I wonder who's going to be Arsenal's next number 10. I just never mentioned it,
Yeah.
but I had that in my mind that Eze is the guy that's going to wear that number 10 for
Yeah.
Arsenal.
You're a prophet, pal.
Nobody's won it since
No.
on Smith Road.
And a lot of people don't realize Arsenal are a club. Man United have tried Arsenal are a club that have traditionally had a number 10. That's the style of football Wenger liked. Bergkamp, and even the Bergkamp, did he wear 10? No, he did.
Yeah.
He did, yeah, Bergkamp wore 10, yeah. But they've actually had that central attacking midfield player. United haven't always had that. It's a recent thing. United more play it with wingers. So it is. I think it's a beautiful story. I think it's gonna bang one time. I think this weekend he will do something positive. It might be the hockey assist. It might be a goal. I just think it'll be perfect for him.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. And as a winner, the one thing I'll say before we go is teams can now overload on Saka's side.
Mhm.
Because on the other side, you're going to have a guy that can hurt you.
That can hurt you, yeah.
So that's the plan. Hopefully it comes off.
We're not got the chicken on the other side.
Yeah.
Headless chicken.
Hopefully, his.
But you never know. Martinelli could be a game
He
changer
could be
now
a
off the
good-
bench.
He could be
Exactly.
a good game changer.
Exactly.
You don't want to chase that guy
No, exactly.
in the 80th minute.
Is he willing to buy in, or does he just want?
He has no other choice.
Does he want to go? But it can be a game changer.
I think he buys in.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the end of Arsenal. 5-0. Sunday morning, I actually woke up to watch this one.
I thought it'd be a better game.
People will say it was at 10 a.m. You should be up anyway, but look, it's my one day off. Yeah, I woke up to watch this one. New stadium.
Oh yeah.
It was rocking.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about Palace Forest, but Everton, Brighton, yes. Good
Yeah,
game.
no, that was a great. That was a great game off the field. But
Mhm.
we'll talk about that. Yeah, Everton new stadium,
Mhm.
rocking,
Beautiful too.
beautiful stadium.
Did you see the self-service beer?
Yep, self-service beer, quality. I was excited because, and this is probably going to be, I'm an Arsenal fan, but Jack Grealish,
Yeah.
back at a quote unquote lesser club, because it's City.
With free reign, I agree.
Free
Free
reign.
reign, I agree.
If you watch Grealish at Villa, he was unpressable.
He's positionless. Yeah,
Yeah,
he plays positionless football.
he would carry the ball, win
Yep.
fouls. He was assists, goals. Great player.
Great
Great
player.
player. You saw why he got the move to City. He didn't dictate his price, which obviously
Yeah, of course.
people will debate. Did he earn?
Didn't dictate the tactics either.
No.
Yeah.
So whatever. But I was excited to watch Grealish play. I really also like Njai.
Oh, enjoy.
He's quality.
He was on smoke.
And as it would happen, Brighton started well.
They did. Matoma with a
should've scored.
brilliant piece of skill. Flicks it over Tarkowski and Keane's head.
Yep.
Then hits. I was wondering why he hits the volley on the full with the laces. I don't play for Brighton.
Danny Welbeck had an off day.
And he did, and he missed the penalty. Brighton started really, really well.
Off day.
Yeah, Danny Welbeck did have an off day. But the first goal comes from Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
2 Njai, 1-0. First goal at the new stadium.
And I think what's underrated about Grealish, he's actually unorthodox because he dribbles with his right foot, squirt to the defender. But his left foot for crossing, as England fans would know, he hits this cross and he actually drives him across. Harry Kane scored one versus Germany at Wembley one time. And you could tell Njai gets on his bike.
Yeah.
It actually hits him in the shin because he's sprinting to get there.
Doesn't matter how they go
Good.
in, right, lady? As long as
Doesn't
they go
matter.
in.
Yeah.
As long as you're in a position to
Exactly.
put it in.
There you go.
1-0 Everton up and run. Also nice, an Everton player scores the first goal in the stadium.
Yeah,
David,
yeah.
David
I
Moyes
always
said
think
he's
that's the proper.
David
way
Moyes
to
said
do
he spoke about that to the Everton boys. It's like in 100 years, we want to have that first goal in this stadium, which I thought was pretty great. You always talk about motivation. That's a pretty big piece of motivation.
Yeah, they got the first one. First penalty save went to Pickford.
Pickford, yeah.
Second goal was scored by Garner.
Garner, United,
Great
yeah.
strike.
Great strike.
Jack Grealish
Assist, yeah.
rolled it off to him.
Weight of pass was good.
I'm telling you, now have they signed Diblin from Southampton?
They have, yeah. Tell you what, the right and left side now.
Shout out to my boy Atiba because he's an Everton fan.
Yeah.
Diehard Everton
Yeah.
fan. He has now dubbed them Low Socks FC.
Yes.
Grealish, Njai, Diblin,
Yeah, yeah.
all Low
Pickford
Socks.
versus loose socks.
Pickford's
Exactly.
He's got
Right.
short arms.
To be honest, Grealish can't get his socks
So,
over.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's the Thundercats.
But no, you're right. Everton on that front attacking three. Beto and I can't remember the other guy who plays up top. The three behind him now. Barry, yeah.
started.
The three behind him. Everton's got a nice little attacking trio.
I would love to see Everton get a goal scorer. Maybe not a 30 goal score,
Yeah.
but 15 thereabouts.
Yeah.
Like what Chris Wood's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
He just kicks the ball in the net. Doesn't need to do
Yeah.
much else. If they could get that with Grealish, Diblin, well, I think
Njai.
you might see Diblin, Grealish, and John.
Yeah, that's true.
Garner,
Playing left back.
Dewsbury Hall. Shout out to
He had a
Dewsbury
nice
Hall.
game too, yeah.
He's played for like 4 clubs and nobody has a bad word. to
No
say.
one knows there.
That's pretty cool.
He was.
And he wears short socks too.
He does with short socks. And at Chelsea last year, he was basically told he was only going to play in the Conference League. And you know what? Took it on the chin and won the Conference League. But no, I'm glad he's at Everton. Everton, nice club. Never have too much bad to say about him.
No, I mean, they won the first game at the Hill Dixon Stadium.
Yeah.
Credit to them.
Beautiful stadium.
Can't wait to go. I will go because I've been everywhere but Newcastle and there. So check that out. Never been to Walsall. Anybody with tickets?
Also, you never been to also? Come
Never
on,
been to
man.
Walsall.
Jeez, that's the everybody sees that stadium on the M6.
I've never driven on the M6.
Parking lot.
Yeah, that's why I've never driven on the M6. But yeah, shout out to Everton, off and running at home. That's what we like to see. All the first went their way, first clean
It
sheet,
did,
first
yeah.
penalty save. Again, I think they got hosed on their penalty decision. It was Shrewsbury Hall, I believe.
Yeah.
He was given again.
I think that's a penalty.
Do you?
Yeah. He's like this.
Yeah.
Like the week before, definitely not a penalty. But that one, he's like this.
I thought Pickford's post-game interview was pretty funny because Pickford has a water bottle where he's got pictures on it. But
Yeah.
for Danny Welbeck's one,
50-50.
but
Nothing in the
then
middle.
everyone's like, if you look up, he says, if you look above it, it says goalkeeper's left. And he went to the goalkeeper's left. But I don't get the 50-50. I feel like you might have, so it was just, yeah.
But, I mean, it was a weak
It was
penalty.
a weak
It
penalty.
was.
Weak
And
penalty.
he had a bad game.
He did have a bad game.
As a striker, I always look to see what way goalkeepers like to dive.
Mhm.
And Pickford seems to like to dive to his left
Yeah.
more than he dives to his right. If you watch goalkeepers carefully, you could see which is the stronger side.
Mm.
Like I done that when I first came back to Bermuda. Ray Glasser was the goalkeeper for PAC, and I used to roll the ball to his left. And it's like, why how you know that? I said, I could see how you dive.
Yeah.
I could just see when you start diving forward, that's not your strongest side.
That's a good point. And speaking of penalties, we'll get on to. I don't know if the ball's landed yet from another penalty that was taken on Sunday.
CJ saw it in Bristol.
How often would you practice penalties? Would you penalty take at any clubs you're at?
I wanna practice penalties.
Were you the primary taker at any of the clubs you're at? Oh,
I
never.
never took penalties.
No way.
I always wanted to.
Yeah.
There was always someone in front of me that didn't score as many goals, so they wanted to take the penalties, so I just let them take it.
And then as a manager, when you pick a penalty, are you looking at technique? Do you like somebody who just strikes it well? Does the player just make a decision, or like?
Yeah, I like someone that wants that penalty and wants to take it.
More of that, not more technical. It's more like more attitude about.
You have to be aggressive with penalties.
Okay.
Especially now because the goalkeepers could move on
Yeah.
it. Before you couldn't move.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
a lot of
but they were
takedown,
coming
too.
off the line.
Mhm.
Back in the day, you know, they come off the line. No, it's you have to stay on your line, but you can move side to side and stuff. I always wanted to take penalties. I took 2 penalties in my whole career. And
Wow,
and
only
scored both
2?
of them. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I had at Walsall, we had Martin O'Connor, who was the captain,
Okay.
and Kevin Wilson, who was the other strike partner.
Mhm.
They took the penalties.
Mhm.
And when I was at Stoke City, Graham Kavanagh took the penalties.
Oh, okay.
And so I never really
Yeah.
had an opportunity the last game of my career playing, and I knew it was going to be my last game. And the guy who was the penalty taker, Danny Whittaker, at Macclesfield,
Mhm.
we were playing against Rochdale, and I said, "Let me take the penalty," but he was on the goal burners. He weren't on the line.
Yeah.
He wanted the goal burners. I tell him, I'll give you the money.
Yeah.
But he wanted, and he missed.
Oh,
And he
no.
Hey, blank.
That's an unbelievable
We
story.
won 3-2, but it would have been my last kick in football to, take a penalty. If you scored, then bang, that would have been nice.
It's unreal the things you don't know. So next time, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching football and you're wondering why
Man,
that
guys
player
are
won't give up
arguing.
the ball.
He's on,
That's why he's not giving up the ball.
the guy's on 10 grand for a girl, where you're like,
Yeah.
I want that. No, give it to me. No, give it to me.
His wife wants a Chanel bag, and your boy's like, "Look, bro, I need this. I need this penalty."
Especially back there,
Of
guys,
course.
I mean, guys knew I was at Woso. I was on a girl burner.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They're like, "You didn't take no penalties." I said, "Yeah, it's good."
That's jokes.
But I used to follow up for them rebounds off of penalties.
Is that
We got
good?
a couple of
Is that goal bonus paid after goals or at the end of the season, or just gets
No.
lumped in
at Woso? We got paid by the week.
by the week? Okay.
So if I scored 2 goals,
Oh, so your
in the-
goal bonus is on that week.
yeah, yeah.
Oh shit. The insight.
The chairman used to look at me funny, man. He used to be in 5 years, and I scored 3 or 2. And, you bugger. hey, but when it was 1-0 when I scored, he loved me
They
even
all
more.
count. Yeah, that is
It's-
jokes.
Yeah. In the lower leagues, every penny
Oh,
was
it's cutthroat.
counted there. Yeah, it's cutthroat. It is cutthroat.
That's unbelievable. That. Well, Bruno didn't collect his goal bonus this week.
No, Wimbledon. Wimbledon, the Earl Wimbledon.
Yeah. The crazy gang kind of.
Crazy game. They didn't pay high wages. They
Yeah.
had great bonuses. And Joan Fashionu
yeah.
was on 10 grand a goal,
Wow.
right? And every time they got a penalty, if you go back to those old clips,
Yeah. You'd have to fight.
the
And he was
ball's in his hand.
He was crazy.
and,
Right?
and nobody's taking it
Yeah.
from him. Like, it's like, no, I want my 10 grand.
I wonder if Vinnie Jones had a broken leg bonus. Oh, and a 50
But this is where all this betting
Yeah.
started. They started monitoring the betting
Oh,
because
oh.
the Wimbledon guys were, if they sent it off, they were betting on when was going to be the first throw in.
Oh, wow.
So if they sent it off,
Yeah. Yeah.
or when is the first yellow card,
Yeah.
and there was crazy bets going in from Wimbledon players.
Oh,
If
wow.
they sent it off, they were kicking the ball straight out.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a throw in within 1 second of the game. And these guys were doing that.
Yeah, and probably collect, especially the odds on some
Yeah.
of those things. That's crazy.
Vinnie Jones.
Yeah.
I played against him, and he was at QPR. He was at the end, and
Yeah.
his legs were going,
Yeah.
but he was dirty. He was a dirty player.
Great actor, too. If someone knows Granite Xhaka, tell him a guy in Bermuda needs a yellow card. 2 guys in Bermuda need yellow cards.
I haven't set up my bet 365.
Yeah,
yet.
don't.
Yeah, fair. The other game that was early before we get to Bulls going into orbit. Forest and Palace. Now, for all the wrong reasons, this was a big game. Because for those that may not know, Palace qualified for the UEFA Cup by winning the FA Cup. However, they got booted out and put in the Conference League because Forest manager is some ties to a team in France and they got in. I don't know, but Forest are in the Conference League. They should not be. Palace are in the Conference League. They should not be. Forest are in the UEFA Cup, right?
Mhm.
But the Forest owner owns 2 clubs.
Right. And Palace's owner had shares in 2 clubs, but
it's a
all
mess.
it's all down to the I's and T's
Yep.
in some paperwork somewhere.
It's like not to bring in United. United can't do business with Nice, but City have done business with Girona,
And Strasbourg can do business with
Yeah.
Chelsea.
with Chelsea. That's
I don't get it. I'm not knocking those clubs. Red Bull can do business with Red Bull if they want to.
Yep.
But yeah, so on the field, in the stands, it was hilarious. Palace have a nice song that we won't sing on this show because obviously children watch. But the banter in the stands was pretty good.
Mhm.
It was 1-1 in the game. Probably a fair result in the end. Forest, for the majority of the game, probably looked a little better, but Palace finished on an absolute tear and could have won it. Well, no, sorry. Flip that around. Palace started really well. Forest finished on an absolute tear. Hudson and Doy scored, and then they hit the post to keep them in
Yeah,
the save. So they could have won it late for us, but 1-1.
Forest brought on a guy, Jesus.
Yeah, vote on Jesus.
He looked decent
He did look useful.
for the few minutes that I saw of him.
Was he the one that hit the post?
Yeah, he's the one
he
that hit the.
post. That was close.
Looked like it took a little deflection
Yeah.
as well. Interesting game, and I got something for Jordan, your team.
yeah.
We're moving on to United.
Yeah,
All right,
we're moving on to United.
Again, yeah, no, I mean Fulham away. It's actually been a happy hunting ground for United, but I thought we started really well. Probably unlucky not to lead. Cunha somehow outside of the post instead of the inside the post. Some great interplay.
He looks a good player.
He looks a good player. He looks at it. And then kind of typical United after the 25 minutes of dominance. Same thing we saw probably last week at the Emirates. Versus Arsenal, sorry. United probably just faded. And also credit to Fulham. Fulham grew into the game. They had a chance. I don't know who this Josh King is, but it's been a bunch of guys named Josh King that all look alike.
That's not the one.
No, that's not him. No, I know. But he had a good chance.
Cool.
Good save by Indar. And then what did we see? It's a copycat league. I've said it before, and everyone's doing it, especially when you have a weak keeper in the air. They are piling on somebody on the keeper, and Bayindir was out to sea.
Oh yeah,
He was out to sea. And you know what?
he was giving the West Ham goalkeeper a run for
A run for his money a little bit. I just meet Shane. Shout out to Shane. Shane said, "Why does he keep ending up on the ground? Like after every corner, Bayindir is down by guys' feet. Like what is going on?" I'm like, you know what I mean? If you're playing center back, and every time you clear the corner, you look back. Why is the goalkeeper on the ground? That was every corner, and I'm sitting at home and.
Sometimes it was his fault.
But yeah, nevertheless, 0-0 halftime. Fulham probably even half. United probably should have taken the lead. Good save by Leno. And yeah, we kind of just faded. The game drifted away.
Cunha looked like a man possessed.
He did. He needs a goal badly, but he's actually played well.
Yeah,
But he just
It'll
needs a goal
come.
badly. It'll come, hopefully.
He looked like a man. That one over the top, he shrugged the defender off, took the
Oh,
touch,
Bergkamp-esque.
couldn't, yeah.
I thought it was quite weird how he goes with his who might have judged finishing, but he actually brings it down and it sits up probably in the middle of his body. I thought he might have been better going outside the foot, lob the keeper. Maybe that's asking a lot, but he just tries to put it past Leno.
Jordan plays a lot of FIFA, guys.
I don't actually, but yeah.
Now for me,
Go ahead. Don't turn
you,
Coach
I-
Howe.
no, you ran on about the push that
Oh, was it a foul?
was it a foul when your goalkeeper when we scored, and it was a blatant push
On
on
Lenny Euro?
huh?
Lenny Euro on
Yeah,
Banksy.
on Bessie. It was a blatant
It-
two hands, not one hand, two hand push,
I will agree.
and they are most of the time they are given for whatever reason this year that they're trying to be a little bit more tolerant.
Yeah, they want some fighting in the box, it seems, definitely.
with VAR.
One,
That's a clear and obvious mistake from the referee.
No.
It's a blatant push.
it is a blatant
And
push.
that's a penalty that you guys get.
Yeah, that's the part we skipped. I totally forgot you said into orbit. Thoughts on the penalty fully?
The penalty being given.
Given on Basile Mason Mount.
Mason Mount gets the initial contact.
Yeah.
Yes, but he can't go down and drag him around. Like he ragdolled him.
No, it actually doesn't look as bad because on the way down, Mason Mount is pulling. If Mason Mount never pulls him, it's actually like almost a suplex.
Yeah.
Like he actually really grips him. But and people will say this, I said it in a group chat. I'm not glad he missed because we ended up drawing. At the time when you say it, you still expect to win the game. I am somewhat happy he's missed because we would be talking about that forever. And it would be the case of if that's given, you need to see those given every time. But to your point, he does ragdoll them.
I was gonna say, I don't think it would have been talked about for long, and that might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You don't
Glad he missed.
in a sense, it was super soft. If that's given
you know kick the ball in the net.
Oh, I agree. He needs to be ruthless. He should be ruthless.
That sums up Bruno for United.
it does.
Right there.
It does. No, it does.
Like I expect him to score.
Yeah.
I'm like Bruno should score.
Yep.
And he hits it like
It's a poor and for someone who's a very good penalty taker, he actually switches his technique, which is
yeah.
the whole technique change. I'm like, where's the hop?
He had
He done that at Arsenal and hit the post and ran out and
he had a little soak because he bumped into.
I'll
the
tell you
done
what,
that against Villa.
the ref bumping into him, not to be a conspiracy guy, it was very strange. They are looking the opposite way, But I feel like you should be able to compose yourself and go again, no?
He got the chance to reposition the ball, go back, do his little.
But
you know,
the whole technique change, and you're like, he was poor on the day, and he was poor at the start. And you know what? Credit to Amorim. He said Bruno's been poor. Bruno's been poor in both games. Anyways, Lenny Euro gets away from.
But you know where Bruno's heart is. It's definitely with United. For
Is
me,
that- is that
it's
enough?
not played well.
I know, but is that
it's
enough
definitely-
anymore?
Yeah, but that's because you're not getting the Robert de Green
Green, yeah.
right now.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
Yeah, that's 100% right. Robert de Green is a massive aspect of football. Lenny,
Emil Smith Rowe scored a good goal because Bruno forgot to track his man.
let's rewind a bit. Now, this is true. He doesn't track. What is Dallo doing?
Overconfident.
What? Like, he almost thinks he's a better footballer than he. In what world would you turn like that?
I just don't think he thought the player was that close to
You
him.
gotta have a look, and we'll get to about the quality. This is why they're champions. Talking about having a look and being aware of space. Just doesn't have a look and rightfully punished. And I saw this a lot this week, and Kyle, you could speak on it. When the ball is turned over so quickly in transition, so United clear the ball, they think the defenders kind of have a sigh of relief. Good, we've cleared. You know, Dorgu has picked out our man in possession. The first thing De Ligt and everyone's doing is like, what you do? Let's get up. Come on, get up. And then it's turned over like that. How hard is it to recover? I'm sure you worked on
It's hard to recover.
it. Is so
Teams
hard.
work
On
on
that.
yeah.
What do they call it? In transit?
When,
Transition?
when you don't have possession of the ball,
Yeah.
you know, you need to be switched on.
Switched on.
And when you have possession of the ball, you definitely need to be switched on
Yeah.
because that one person turns it over.
Turns it over,
And
and
if
then
you're-
it's chaos.
Yeah. If you're there picking your nose,
Yeah. I think we actually saw it this weekend with Arsenal, not to bring up Arsenal. Declan goes inside, Leeds clear, Leeds player has it. Declan goes inside, wins it, quick turnover, soccer goal.
yeah.
Like they just don't snap over.
Just like minutes before halftime.
Halftime. And it's
Right now, the coach is like, just get the ball
Oh,
up the
just-
other end. They play it, they win it,
yeah.
you know, and it's in the back of your net. That's like it's
Yeah.
a killer.
And then 1-1, the game just drifted. I thought both teams looked a little spent. There was a really high intensity. It was quite warm too. But I will say, and I'm gonna get on Amorim for a bit. The sub, and Dallo makes a mistake. That's on the player. That's not coaching.
Mhm.
But the sub of Dallo receives it there. If Ahmad gets the ball there, he probably turns because United have, again, if anyone can see match of the day, United actually have a
Numbers. Yeah,
3v2.
they sure did.
Dallo probably turns inside or drops it off to Bruno, and it's 3v2 of Sesko, Mbuemo, and Cunha. And that's actually how Amorim wants to play. Is on these 3v2s in Creighton. But nevertheless, game drift. I thought Fulham actually deserved a point. A good side. Marcus Silva, very organized. Apparently, Marcus Silva and Ruben Amorim have a little bit of beef. I don't know if it's the up and coming
Both-
Portuguese managers.
Portuguese.
Yeah, both Portuguese, but probably a fair result. And United again. I mean, 2 games, 2 good performances, 1 point. It's getting frustrating. I like to see Sesko start, but I thought Mason Mount was good. Big game this week, and I've said it, and people's already asked me. I had a bunch of texts after the game. What's your thoughts on Amorim? I'm gonna be Amorim in this
You have
entire
to
year.
be.
This
You
entire
have to
year.
be.
It just we can't finish worse than
Too
15.
many managers.
You have to. We have to stick with it, stick with the system. But I'll tell you what, if you don't beat Burnley this weekend at home convincingly, like if the level, we talk about levels dropping, if that was, I'm going to have a real think this international break.
Oh my god.
I know it's early, but I'm just going to put that out there. It has to be convincingly versus Burnley. The levels do not drop from Fulham and Arsenal. Because if you have that level with a little bit of Robert de Green, you smash Burnley, like Arsenal did to Leeds. But if levels drop and then you keep Burnley in this game, check me in 2 weeks. My opinion will change. I'm serious. I mean, I'm not asking a lot.
Well, so that's it. Burnley have to get smashed.
Just be
You
convincing.
need 3
Not
points.
just smash.
You
Just-
need 3
just be
points.
beat well.
It's just
Have to be
Look.
well.
a good day.
Beaten
A
well.
good day for United is one of your strikers scores.
Scores, yeah.
and you win by 2
Yeah,
goals.
just been 2.
Man,
Been 3-1.
it could be 4-2.
Yeah.
It could be whatever. Win by
Yeah.
2 goals.
Don't let it be a Harry Maguire late header
Right.
playing center forward in the 95th. Don't let it happen fully.
But this is payback for United.
It is.
All the years
Years that we were,
that
yes,
you were like,
it's 100% right.
you were dog shit for most of the
But
game.
win the game,
and,
I know.
And win the game.
I know, it is.
And that's what's happening with Liverpool right now.
Yeah.
Right?
It is.
Not
Oh,
saying
no,
that-
you're 1,000% right.
because I felt the frustration when you said in the chat that we have about Liverpool ain't had a freaking kick and they scored.
Scored. It's
And
United
they
all.
scored.
But he-
It's that United. That was United. I had many a years of that.
You've teed it up perfectly because even though it's different goals, you know what that goal Rio is a great finish. What it reminded me of was Makeda.
Yeah.
No, I think Rio has a bigger. It's social media now.
Yes.
Rio has a bigger history, and people know this kid's talented. But it reminded me of Makeda.
Yeah.
Of course, Fergie calls this teenager off that scores this absolutely crucial goal.
Yeah.
Like, of course, Slot picks this guy off the bench, and he just absolutely wraps it in.
But I'm gonna say, what a game!
What a game!
What a
Great
game.
lead too.
Liverpool, or I should say Newcastle versus Liverpool.
Classic Barclays, just classic Barclays.
Great game.
Great game.
Newcastle, they didn't give in. 2-0 down, and they just kept going, got themselves back in the game. And Liverpool scored 2 goals, right, in that game where they put their foot on the ball for the first goal that they scored, Gravenberg.
Yeah.
They put their foot on the ball, they strung a few passes together, it ends up with a goal.
Goal, yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
And before that, it was all Newcastle.
my
all Newcastle.
Oh, Newcastle.
The second goal that Liverpool get, it's a stroke of luck
Luck, yes.
that the striker needed for the, it's a ricochet.
Yeah.
It comes back
It
to
falls right back to Gakpo.
Gakpo plays it in his back. It's a great finish.
To his credit, and Kyle, you've said this as well fully. Darwin, what's Darwin do? As 2 finishes now, the both side foot, beautifully. We've all said that. What does Darwin do? Darwin might score that, but he's putting his foot through it. But what happens when you put your foot through? It might get up in a corner flag. It might go for a throw.
But again,
Ekitike is
Darwin
just
might not be in that position.
No, you're right.
You know,
Ekitike, he looked on the balls. It was a rough game. Shaw was getting at him. Trippier, Dan Burn were at him out. He's a young boy. But the boy,
booing him too.
because of
tough
not
atmosphere,
coming to Newcastle.
But my goodness, he slows down in the box. He slows down and he picks.
Great finish.
Great finish.
I
Great
wanted to
finish.
in Arsenal. I didn't like the price.
Great
I
finish.
thought maybe next summer, but Liverpool picked him up, and the kid's got a future.
He has a future.
He's a good player.
I've seen 2 finishes side footing where the game has slowed down for him.
And both of them been lucky breaks.
They have been.
Even
They
the
have
one
been. They have been.
went through the play,
Yep.
Bournemouth,
And it sat up nicely for him, yeah.
and he finished it off.
Finish it. I would say and it's a lot of talk right now, the Premier League spending money, rah. Look at all the other leagues. That game yesterday is why the Premier League can spend money. Because the rest of the world, you're watching that as neutral and like, this is football. This is 2 committed teams, every tackle, the drama, the red cards. Like, that's why because the Prem serves up these games that are just like, you want to inject it. It's an unbelievable game of football. For the second week of the league,
The sending off.
Oh.
Me as a ex-player,
thoughts?
I would say that, and Gordon's come out and said he apologized for his rash tackle, all of that. Years ago, you're not getting sent off.
He was just out of control.
He just, and the laws of the game, the way it is now, so went to VAR, right decision in the end.
Right decision.
But there was no intent from him to do that to.
If he wanted to hurt
I
Van
think he
Dijk,
was trying to plant his foot
it was.
to stop the block of the pass, and he caught him. And between them, you could see
Even Virgil. Virgil
Right.
actually is like,
yeah,
he's not trying to hurt him.
because Virgil van Dijk could have, ran back at him because Van Dijk should have been sent off the last time they played.
And he actually, Anthony Gordon actually owed him something. That's right.
So that's what people are thinking as well. that could have been.
And that's
but I
definitely
don't think that was
No.
not the case in that incident.
fully said it off camera. If Anthony Gordon at that moment wanted to hurt Virgil,
Yeah,
he could have done it. He could have
That was
really.
yeah.
He was flying, but
He could have really launched into him and
yeah,
done something, but that was just a missed time
it missed time. Right
placement
decision.
of the foot.
And I'll tell you what, Simon Hooper, I know we talk about ref. He might be the best ref in the country. That's last week. He had Arsenal United. I thought he was very good at Arsenal United. And this week he had Newcastle, Liverpool, 2 big games. I think he's been good in both, you know. I thought the
I
one
can't blame the ref.
the one was the
They'll-
Konate. Thoughts fully?
I thought Konate was very lucky.
Konate
He was
very
lucky that was and that's where I was saying in the chat where VAR hide behind a lot.
the original decision.
The red-
VAR has to intervene there.
Yeah, it's a red card
Yeah, it is,
situation.
for sure.
You know, the referee from where he was probably couldn't see the pool. You know, he couldn't see it. So that's where he got to me. That's where Konate, to me, should have been second.
Should have been
yellow
second,
card.
yellow. But credit to Toon, they get back into it. Bruno,
Yeah, fought hard. 2 sort of set piece goals.
well, the first one's a goalkeeper.
I think if
Assist-
Robertson,
The first one's
No, sorry, the second one. Second.
first one's Kirk is ducking
Oh,
down his
ducking,
face.
yeah.
I think if that's Robertson, Kirk is.
I'll tell you what.
He don't score that goal.
It's superb.
I'll tell you what. Kirk has he'll grow into the jersey, but Alanga took
A
a
lot
like
of his defensive frailties have shown.
Shown
in.
early. Yeah, they
Yeah.
have. I mean, Bournemouth,
Whereas Robertson's more of a defender.
he is. And then a second goal that was kind of just
Route 1.
Route one.
Konate ducks and Osomu. I had a joke in a group chat where I was like, Liverpool, you should sign that guy. Leave Isaac. Sign him. And then at 2-2, it was about a 10-minute period where it only looked like Newcastle would win the game. And I was saying, tell you what, it has Liverpool heartbreak all over.
You see these little fresh little young guy on the side.
I said in a group chat, and everyone's like, "What?" I said, "This youth scores. This youth will score." I just had it. It was written in the stars.
That's the second time that Liverpool stroked about 10 passes together.
It was a great goal. I
and
must
what a
say,
goal. I mean,
it's and you know what?
it's heartbreak, but
We
what
talk-
a goal.
We talked about awareness, and it's a great finish by the youth. It's an easy finish for a professional, but I'm glad the youth keeps his head and he doesn't try and kill it. He just meets it, bang, 3-2, check you later. But the awareness from Sabazlai to
Oh,
Dummy,
The dummy.
and in that stadium, I don't care what anyone says, he can't hear Rio. Can he? Can you hear Rio getting a show? He has
He looked and stormed.
he looked and stormed.
Yeah,
The dummy alone is why they are champions. Luck, yes, but the awareness, the
But-
unselfishness.
for the manager to make that
So,
substitution.
it's brave. It's
as
brave.
well.
It is brave. And you know what? Sometimes you earn that luck by being brave. Because he could have locked up stuff at
You
2-2.
could have said, "Hey,
Robertson was on the bench.
yeah,
He could have went Kirkes for Robertson and be like, look, let me hold on. But no, he goes Rio. The dummy from Sabazlai is world class. I don't know if you have a world class dummy, but it's just brilliant. And
if
3-2.
Nunez is there, he's probably the one that
Yeah.
comes on
Let-
and misses that.
Ask
chance.
yourself, what does Darwin do there? He
He
might,
probably hits it right at the keeper.
yeah, or smashes it. But what a finish!
Great finish.
Great
Great
finish.
for the young lad
Great for the yeah.
to score.
Yeah,
Career up and running. People know who he is. It's
have to say
amazing. It's
before we move on, and we should be doing this, and we do it often. I say it all the time. Liverpool have the biggest ally in the media is Jamie Carragher. I think Gary Neville actually doesn't defend United enough. Maybe United don't. Florian Wirtz over 2 games has looked lightweight. No, he will get time. But physically, like you said, for the Man City players, this league is something else. When you're going against Jonathan, Bruno, Dan Burn, Fabian Shaw, I'm sure he'll go. But physically, I thought he was nothing yesterday. But that's
he
a
was
tough
the
place.
passenger in
It's a tough place to go.
2 games. It's been a
He
passenger,
has been a passenger, agreed.
but he's got quality.
For sure, not
He's
doubting
got
that.
quality.
But yeah, it'd be interesting again. Arsenal this weekend going against Declan. Who else in Arsenal's midfield?
Mendy.
Zubimendi, again, some athletes, Saliba, Gabriel, who are going to be stepping up in midfield. I'd like to see Wirtz again physically. Are you up for that challenge? Declan is going to be all over him. So we'll see. But great
I
3
just think
points.
the problem with Wirtz right now is he's holding on to the ball a half second too long. Yeah, he'll change that.
Yeah.
Because one of these days, if he don't, he's gonna get absolutely hammered.
Yeah, and that would be a
and
wake
that'll
up
be
call.
welcome to England.
Mhm.
So Liverpool win one of the early shouts for game of the season. 16-year-old wins it for him. That wrapped up the week's play. We got some Champions League qualifiers, as you said. Celtic are out tomorrow. I think Benfica try to get in tomorrow. Manchester United play in the EFL Cup.
Grimsby away to
Grimsby
Grimsby.
away. Who cares?
Can we fill our boots,
Um,
hopefully, please?
If you don't win, I think Amarin has to go immediately.
Keep him.
But yeah, move on to the next week, and we're gonna do a quick run through
Quick run-through,
of
yep.
the games because we gotta keep it a little short. Chelsea Fulham at the Bridge. Who wins?
I think Chelsea. I think Fulham will be competitive, but Chelsea wins.
Lady?
Yeah, Chelsea sneak out a victory. I don't know how to take Chelsea this.
They feel up and running now. That 5-1 will feel good.
I think Chelsea will sneak one out against Fulham. Wolves Everton. Wolves at home.
I want to say Everton, but I'm gonna go draw.
Wolves will do
A
something.
little bit let down for Everton.
Wolves got a victory tonight.
Did they?
So,
Yeah, they beat West Ham.
I can see a little let down for Everton. You know, new stadium last week.
the big striker scored for him. I think he scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It was a bit coming for him too.
I got Wolves to get something out of the
This
game.
game?
A draw. A
Alright.
draw.
I'll go draw too. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Everton win.
Mm.
I just think Wolves are horrible. Tottenham play Bournemouth at home.
Now this is the games that you expect Tottenham to win,
Mm-hmm.
but Bournemouth. I'm going to say Tottenham sneak it out because it's going with them right now.
I'm actually gonna go from a betting perspective. A little bit of a letdown for Spurs. I'm gonna go Bournemouth. Winning that city would have been like, I know they do it often. They earn Manchester, but Bournemouth get a draw here. You know, I think Semenyo can be dangerous for them. He is a little bit. One thing about Holland, he can be easy to defend. Now I know it's easy to say the guy scores all these goals, but man, it's quite stationary. Semenyo is a different option. It's going to make Van de Ven run, which we know he can. So I'll get Bournemouth get a draw.
I want Bournemouth to get something out of the game because I'll never say I hope Spurs win. United at Burnley.
It has to be a United victory.
Has to be.
It has to be a United.
No, if there's a must-win game right now, this is a must-win. Before the international break, if United can go fill their boots, that international break will feel pretty good for
Let's think
United.
of it. You're 5 points off the pace.
Already, yeah.
5 points. I know it's 2 games in.
No. Points.
If you get a draw,
I'm not one of those
and
guys.
the team that's on 6 ends up on 9.
Yeah, of course.
It's like,
Points are points.
you're done.
With
You're done.
who United have coming up, I think it's City in 2 weeks. I think Chelsea's around the corner.
And these are games that you must.
You must win. You
So
must.
You
United-
had 2 of them.
United win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying Fulham is a game that I expect
United
United
to
to
win.
be in, Arsenal to beat Fulham, City to beat Fulham, Liverpool to beat Fulham.
Yep.
All the top teams to beat Fulham.
Beat Fulham.
I mean, it doesn't always happen. Like
No.
last year, we didn't win against.
Well, we're
Fulham.
not talking about Fulham. We're talking about United.
I'm just
and we're
using
saying
it as
United's going to beat
yes.
Burnley.
United will beat Burnley. All right.
Sunderland, Brentford. Sunderland at home.
I'm going Sunderland. Granit Xhaka opens the score and gets booked.
I think Brentford's going to get something out of the game. 1-1, a 1-1.
It's a long way to go
I
for
think a
Brentford.
draw.
Draw.
Late game, Leeds versus Newcastle.
Classic Prem. This.
Ooh, this is a.
This. You know what? I'm gonna go Leeds to get something. I think that game on Monday hurt Newcastle, and they're gonna sell Isaac. You've heard it from here first.
Nah, Newcastle win this game.
Leeds get something from me. We'll see.
Newcastle win for me.
I think Leeds get some because Newcastle are hurt. Gordon
Oh, shit,
suspended.
yes.
Newcastle lost 2 or 3.
Someone
came on score. What are you talking about?
Joelinton's out too.
What about Jolin? Big dummy.
What you got some money with
Tonali's
Newcastle?
hurt too.
I'm
Oh, Tonali might be hurt too. Yeah.
yeah, well,
They're missing 3 starters in a
okay.
team that
They got a
has
squad.
14 guys.
They got a squad.
They don't have a squad.
They do.
Okay,
But what should they replace
we'll
with?
see. And on the Isaac thing, if they can't find a replacement, which they haven't,
Yeah.
They can't sell him.
I think they have one lined up. I think they know they're selling. Clubs like what they show versus what they actually do.
Liverpool
have someone
coming
lined
back
up.
with 120, 130.
120 plus 20 million add-ons.
And if
it gets done.
If it doesn't get done, oh well. I tell you what, if it doesn't get done, Liverpool in trouble too.
I don't know why.
Because one injury to any of their top front three,
Yeah.
they got nobody behind them.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know why. What's that? Newcastle didn't go for Darwin. That's a swap.
I know. Player swaps.
120 and Darwin.
Player swaps are hard to do, but that one actually would have made a lot of sense.
Sunday, Forest West Ham. Forest at home. I'm gonna say Forest.
I'm saying Forest. I think they.
West Ham need a result.
I think they could hurt West
Man.
Ham here. Like I think they could
This
really.
could
hurt.
be Potter's last game.
It could be.
Yes,
I think it's fast. Yeah,
I'm going for Forest to win.
Forest, man.
Brighton, Manchester City down south.
Tell you what, Brighton are weird. They turn on, turn off. I expect City to bounce back. I think Brighton gets something. I think Danny Welbeck has a better game.
Big
Matoma.
test to see how City's gonna come from this.
Yeah.
You know? I think Brighton's halfway decent at home. I think City edge it.
I think City win. Arsenal at Anfield versus Liverpool.
I'm surprised it's at 12:30, not the late one. You know what?
That's normally the late game.
I know.
Arsenal,
Liverpool.
7:00 at night.
I'm gonna. It's a bit of hate watch for me. A hate watch
All round.
for Liverpool. No, I mean it's always hate Liverpool, but I genuinely think this is the best Arsenal side coming to Anfield since you won the league during 1988, 89. I think this Arsenal team can go toe to toe with the Liverpool team and win at Anfield if the ghosts of Anfield just don't
Arsenal's
cooperate.
had a rough time at Anfield, at United.
It's
at
time.
City.
It's time.
Those three runs.
I think if Arsenal can, I think also, and it sounds weird, without Odegaard and without Saka, I think they could actually be a bit more direct to Gyökeres,
Let's not.
and it could help Arsenal. It could help Arsenal.
For my manager, let's not play scared football like all we
He
did against
absolutely will.
United.
I think you win that way, though.
He absolutely will.
I think you win that way. Kind of sitting back.
Liverpool ain't been able to handle teams coming
They
in.
have conceded 4 goals. I'll tell you what, Liverpool have scored 7, but they conceded 4.
Yeah.
So I think Arsenal. I'm gonna go Arsenal. This was Arsenal's real statement of intent.
A draw.
I think a draw too. We just don't win in Anfield. Late game. Aston Villa are at home to who?
Palace.
Palace.
I'm gonna go Villa. Villa just need a win.
Need a win.
Morgan Rogers.
He might be at Arsenal.
I don't think we have that much money.
Also, after a center back, another one.
He's not worth but more.
How many?
We're getting rid of a couple people, so it's going to
Ugh.
free up some space.
He's obsessed with defenders.
I think it's getting rid of the left
It's-
side.
Kill
Kielwar going.
Kilwar's good.
It's a lot of money for a backup there.
But he done quite well.
The thing
for
is-
the second half of the season.
Arsenal are loaded. I mean, we say a lot of money. But I'm going to go Villa.
I say Villa too. Lady, what'd you say?
I said
You said Villa?
Yeah.
All right. So that'll wrap up the weekend. That'll wrap up the first, I guess, round of fixtures before the
International break.
BS international breaks. But the good news is Bermuda they play in World Cup qualifying. We're going to wrap this episode up real quick by Jordan's going to tell us who's leading our fantasy.
Yeah, low
2
scoring,
weeks in.
low scoring week this week, but
I know,
staying up
not
top,
me.
the Hotel Calafiore, which is a great
It is. I like
name. Thiago Garcia. Jason Simons in second, Bruno Dos and Chris Lima in third.
Where's Teddy?
Worth's every penny. Teddy's in fourth.
Where's every penny's pretty good.
Pretty good too. Teddy's in fourth, Warwick Wanderers at 46. I'm currently in ninth. Sesko and the Jets. But the highest score in total this week was 72. With 3 managers. So yeah, no, fantasy's going well. It seems pretty competitive this year. Should be good. Not too late to sign up either.
No, it's not. However, you're probably behind the 8 ball and it's really good at fantasy. That's going to wrap up episode 3. thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back next week to talk Bermuda, Jamaica, international break. Might have a few players on board. And Jordan's got something to say.
And also, now that the window will be closed, we will be talking about some predictions. So
Yeah.
save them, and then you could tease us about it when we get it wrong.
All right. Thank you guys. Stay irie.